Oh, it's gonna be it's just a.
That looks a little higher maintenance.
Yeah,
I don't think we.
definitely.
I'd like to welcome everyone to the Town of Lexington Council meeting. This meeting is being held at Town Hall Monday evening, December 5th, 2022. This meeting is being broadcast live on the town's cable information channel 1301 and on the town's YouTube channel. I'm Steve McDougall, the mayor of Lexington. At this time, I'd like to introduce to you my fellow council members. To my left is Mayor Pro Tem Hazel Livingston.
Good evening.
To her left is Council Member Todd Carnes.
Good evening.
To his right, to his left is Council Member Steve Baker.
Good evening.
To my right is Council Member Kathy Maness.
Good evening.
To her right is Council Member Ron Williams.
Good evening.
And to his right is Council Member Todd Lyle.
Good evening.
At this time, I would like to ask Council Member Todd Carnes if he would offer invocation for tonight's meeting.
Yes, sir. Glad to, Mr. Mayor. Let's pray. Father, we do pause right here and we take a minute just to ask for your wisdom. You tell us that you will not chastise us for asking for wisdom. You like it when we ask for wisdom. It acknowledges the fact that all wisdom comes from you, and we are mere men and women walking through, and we need divine wisdom so that we could promote equity and justice and goodness and prosperity, all the things we want for our town. So we ask for your wisdom and your blessing and your favor and prosperity, and we're grateful for all that you've provided thus far. Give us what we need to be good stewards and make it even better in the future for all these young people here and the ones represented around our town. We ask all that in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Councilmember Carnes. At this time, I would like to ask a very special guest, Lexington County veteran, Mr. Terry Hicks, if you would please come forward to the microphone and lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, if everyone would please rise.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Hicks, welcome. Thank you for being with us tonight.
Pleasure.
Please talk to us a little bit about you and your service for our country.
Yes, sir. I'm a combat veteran. I was in Vietnam, 68 and 69. Of course, on the Army, I was a 31M20, which is a radio relay operator. And I belong to a veterans group called Lexington County Veterans Group. We have a good organization, a wonderful counselor, and we meet once a week. And these veterans, we can communicate better than we can with people outside. And we found it very comforting in how to deal with the stress and stuff some of us went through. And we would love for any veteran to come and attend. It don't cost a dime. And like I said, we do go out and do things together at times, and we really enjoy each other so much.
Good. We're glad you do that and glad y'all get together. We're awful proud of you, and we just want to say thank you.
You're welcome, sir. If I had to do it over again, I'd do it again.
You're a good man.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Very good. At this time, I will call the meeting to order. I'd like to report on our executive session this evening. Tonight's executive session, we had one routine personnel matter. We had two legal issues. One was issues regarding pending litigation, and one was advice regarding agenda items. We had one contractual issue. That was a downtown development issue. No vote was taken in executive session other than to vote to adjourn executive session. Do I have a motion to ratify the mayor's executive session report?
So moved.
Ms. Maness makes a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Mayor Pro Tem seconds that motion. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. Thank you. Deletions on the agenda. Are there any deletions on tonight's agenda? Anyone wishing to take something off the agenda? Hearing none, we'll move right into approval of minutes. A copy of the minutes from the regular council meeting on November 7, 2022 were provided to you in your packets. Are there any additions, omissions, or corrections to November 7, 2022 council meeting minutes? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
Ms. Manus makes a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Mayor Pro Tem seconds that motion. All those in favor, please raise your right hand. That is unanimous. Those minutes are approved. At this time, we will move into presentations. Our first presentation this evening, if you would, Ollie Otter, if you would come forward to the microphone. Welcome, Ollie. We're glad to have you, buddy. If you don't mind, I'd like to read a proclamation of the mayor and council for the town of Lexington, recognizing Ollie the Otter for winning the Best Independent Program class at the 2022 Mascot Hall of Fame Inaugural Awards. I think that deserves a round of applause. Whereas Ollie the Otter is the official mascot of Kids Day in Lexington and has appeared in many events around the Midlands. And whereas Ollie oversees the Meaningful Play program, which motivates and heals children through play. And whereas Ollie also visits children battling cancer or other serious conditions to play with them and let them be kids, allowing the children and their families to forget for a moment that they are fighting and bring them through the laughter and exercise. Much needed emotional and mental healing that aids in their physical recovery. And whereas Ollie has brought joy and happiness to the lives of many area young people in need through his work. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed by the mayor and council of the town of Lexington that Ollie the Otter is hereby recognized and congratulated for winning the Best Independent Program class at the 2022 Mascot Hall of Fame Inaugural Annual Award Ceremony, dated this 5th day of December, 2022. Steve McDougall, Mayor. Congratulations, Oddie.
Well, it kind of says it all right there, but just we just wanted to say thank you so much for having us out here, and Town of Lexington for recognizing Ollie, but we couldn't do it without all of y'all, and just really appreciate the honor. Thank you so much. We're gonna keep on going, reaching as many kids as we possibly can.
That's wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Congratulations, buddy.
Ollie, I just want to say thank you for all you do with loving on these children, but especially for Luke Strong, or Luke, that's waiting on his heart. He lives in my neighborhood, and so I appreciate you really loving on him.
So we are actually going to visit Luke this weekend.
Awesome.
So we're excited to go see him.
So you give him a hug from me, okay?
See you, buddy. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Our next presentation this evening is a proclamation for Arbor Day in the town of Lexington, read by Mayor Pro Tem Hazel Livingston.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. A proclamation of the mayor and council for the town of Lexington declaring December the 8th, 2022 as Arbor Day in the town of Lexington. Whereas in 1872, J. Sterling Morton proposed to the Nebraska Board of Agriculture that a special day be set aside for the planting of trees. And whereas this holiday, called Arbor Day, was first observed with the planting of more than 1 million trees in Nebraska. And whereas Arbor Day is now observed throughout the nation and the world, and whereas trees can reduce the erosion of our precious topsoil by wind and water, cut heating and cooling costs, moderate the temperature, clean the air, produce life-giving oxygen, and provide habitats for wildlife. And whereas trees are a renewable resource giving us paper, wood for our homes, fuel for our fires, and countless other wood products. And whereas trees in our town increase property values and enhance the economic vitality of business areas and beautify our community. And whereas trees, wherever they are planted, are a source of joy and spiritual renewal. Now therefore be it proclaimed by the mayor and council on the town of Lexington that Thursday, December the 8th, 2022 is hereby declared Arbor Day in the town of Lexington, that all citizens are urged to celebrate Arbor Day by supporting efforts to protect our trees and woodlands and by planting trees to gladden the heart and promote the well-being of this future generations. Dated this 5th day of December 2022, Steve McDougal, Mayor. And I think, is Dan going to accept this?
Yeah, there he is.
And how many years have we planted a tree, Dan?
How many years have we done this? I've been here 25, and we've done it all 25, and I'm sure it was done probably about 10 times before that. So I would say 35 years. Very good. Congratulations, Dan.
Everybody that's watching the park remodel, for all the trees that we're taking out, we're putting back in more than we're taking out.
Yes, sir, absolutely.
We will be planting a swamp oak out at Gibson Pond this Thursday, 2:30 in the afternoon. Would love for everyone to come join us. It's a wonderful time.
It is a good time.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dan. Our next presentation this evening is a proclamation recognizing Anna Gaffney. She is Distinguished Young Woman of Lexington County. This is read by Councilmember Kathy Maness. If you would, Anna, please come forward.
While she's coming, Mr. Mayor, I'd like to say Anna's grandparents were one of the first people I met when I moved to Lexington 28 years ago. So I've known Anna for a long time, and they were just took me under their wing, and I just appreciate this family, and I'm so proud to do this for you, Anna. A proclamation of the mayor and council for the town of Lexington recognizing Anna Gaffney for being named the 2023 Distinguished Young Woman of Lexington County. Whereas Distinguished Young Woman was founded in 1958 and is a free program that encourages participants to reach their full individual potential, and whereas their mission is to empower young women by providing over $1 billion in scholarship opportunities. I hope you get a lot of that, Anna. Connecting with a nationwide network of women, developing their self-confidence, and participating in life skills workshops that prepare them for success after high school. And whereas 14 high school junior girls from South Carolina competed in July to represent the state as the Distinguished Young Woman of South Carolina for 2023, being evaluated in the categories of scholastics, interview, talent, fitness, and self-expression. And whereas at the conclusion of the contest, Miss Anna Gaffney of Lexington was named the Distinguished Young Woman of Lexington County for 2023. And whereas throughout the year, Miss Gaffney will represent Lexington County at various public events and serve as a role model to young people by spreading the national outreach message of be your best self. And she will further that objective through the 5 principles of be healthy, be involved, be studious, be ambitious, be responsible. And whereas Ms. Gaffney is the daughter of Margaret Ann and Pierce Gaffney and is currently a senior at River Bluff High School. And whereas the mayor and council for the town of Lexington, as well as its citizens, are always proud to share the accomplishments of the community's young people. Now therefore be proclaimed by the mayor and council of the town of Lexington that Miss Anna Gaffney is hereby recognized and congratulated for being named the Distinguished Young Woman of Lexington County for 2023, dated this 5th day of December, 2022.
Yes, absolutely. Come on. Anna, if you don't mind, share a few words with us.
I had to work really hard to get to that. We had to learn a 2-minute long fitness routine, and it was a lot harder than it looked. And I can tell you, it is not easy to be the distinguished young.
We're very proud of you and hope that you get a lot of that scholarship money. And we just appreciate everything your family has done for Lexington and just very proud of you.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Anna. Our next presentation this evening is a proclamation recognizing Jana Medlin, Lodging Manager of the Year. This is read by Councilmember Ron Williams. Jana, if you don't mind, please come forward to the microphone. Mr. Williams.
Proclamation of the Mayor and Council for the Town of Lexington recognizing Jana Medlin for being named Lodging Manager of the Year. Whereas the South Carolina Restaurant and Lodging Association concluded its 69th Annual Stars of South Carolina Hospitality Awards Gala in February at the 1881 Event Hall in Spartanburg. And whereas Jana Medlin of the Wingate by Wyndham Hotel in Lexington was named Lodging Manager of the Year. And whereas the Stars of Hospitality Industry Awards celebrate the exceptional professionalism and outstanding service of top individuals in the hospitality industry. And whereas Ms. Medlin is a member of the Town of Lexington Accommodations Tax Advisory Committee and has always displayed exemplary community service in the Town of Lexington. Now therefore be it proclaimed by the Mayor and Council of the Town of Lexington that Ms. Jana Medlin is hereby recognized and commended for being named Lodge Manager of the Year by the South Carolina Restaurant and Lodging Association. Dated this 5th day of December, 2002, Steve McDougal, Mayor.
Jana, congratulations. Come on, share a few words with us. We're really proud of you.
Well, thank you. This is an honor to get this as one of those. I've been in the hospitality business for 15 years now, so it's something that I'm passionate about and love.
Good.
So, but thank you. I'm glad to be here in the town of Lexington.
We're glad to have you. Thank you for your service. Congratulations. Our next presentation this evening is a proclamation recognizing the Lexington High School Girls Cross Country 5A State Championship. This is read by Councilmember Steve Baker. If one of you or all of you would like to come to the microphone, y'all please do so at this time.
All of you.
You all deserve recognition, so please,
All of y'all.
don't be shy.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Mayor and Council. A proclamation of the Mayor and Council for the Town of Lexington commending the Lexington High School Varsity Girls Cross Country Team for winning the South Carolina State 5A Championship. Whereas the South Carolina 5A Girls Varsity Cross Country Championship concluded November 10, 2022 at the Clemson Sandhills Research and Education Center in Columbia. And whereas the Lexington High School Girls Varsity Cross Country Team was competing again after finishing as runner-up for the past 2 years. And whereas the Wildcats had 4 of the top 15 finishers and were able to capture the overall title this time to earn the 2022 state championship. And whereas the 2022 state championship was the result of an entire season of hard work and perseverance by a young team which consists of only one senior. And whereas the team consists of members Kendra Miles, Lydia Metz, Laurel Walls, Ava Kanetkar, Ellie Paddingan, sorry if I didn't pronounce any of those correctly, or any of those coming up, Grace Harrell, Jada Metz, Sophie Potts, Hannah Webster, Jaden Gandy, Kennedy Caton, Ava Ava Kramer and is led by head coach Tanner Graham and assistant coaches Dawn Keene, John Bernhardt, and Lynn Hall. And whereas the mayor and council, as well as the citizens of the town of Lexington, are always proud of the academic and athletic achievements of their local students. Now therefore, be it proclaimed by the mayor and council of the town of Lexington that the Lexington High School girls varsity cross-country team is hereby recognized and commended for its accomplishments in winning the 2022 South Carolina State 5A Girls Cross Country Championship, dated this 5th day of December 2022. Mayor Steve McDougal.
So y'all talk amongst yourself. One of you's gonna have to talk.
Let's get the picture first.
We'll get a picture. Maybe the senior will have to talk. I think I know who the senior is. Everybody looked at her when she said. Coach Graham, come on up. Yes, ma'am. Come
Wait, I
on.
think we got a mama coming.
One more. No problem. Come on. Absolutely. This is very casual. Don't you worry about that. Just
Well, thank you so
yes.
much. I just want to say thank you guys for recognizing us. We definitely put in tons of hard work every single day. Rainy practices like today, you know, every single day, in and out. And we do have a very young team, so I'm very excited to see the future because we got a lot of girls going in fast next season. So excited for that. And we're very proud of all the hard work we put in. So thank you guys. We appreciate it.
You're welcome. Congratulations. Our next presentation this evening is a proclamation recognizing the Lexington High Varsity Cheer 5A State Championship, read by Councilmember Todd Lyle. If y'all would please come forward to the microphone.
Huh? Yeah, they give them to me. There's some doozies on here too.
You're good at. He knows they don't give them to me.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, Council. Proclamation of the Mayor and Council for the Town of Lexington, commending the Lexington High School varsity competitive cheer team for winning the South Carolina State 5A Championship. First off, say it's really cool that we have multiple state championships. Whereas the South Carolina 5A Varsity Cheer Championship concluded on November the 19th, 2022 at the Colonial Life Arena in Columbia. And whereas the Lexington High School varsity competitive cheer team returned to the competition after a state runner-up finish in 2021 to post an overall score of 341.5, which apparently is really good, in 2022. And whereas the Wildcat score of 341.5 was strong enough for a first-place finish this year as they won by 2 points over their closest competitor. And I also read up that you guys, I'm ad-libbing right now, but 2 out of the last 3 years. That's really cool. So, really, really cool. Whereas the 2022 state championship was their second state title in the past 3 seasons. See, it's in there. And their 4th state championship overall. And whereas the team consists of members Madison Bynum, May Cromer, Tomlin Cromer, Andy Deems, Jenna Durstein, Ramsey Frazier, Addison Freeman, Mackenzie Gregg, Leah Hornsby, Ella Grace Jones, Jenna Joyner, Campbell Kelly, Mackenzie Kiskaden. Is that right? We're not done. Anna Krawiecki. Give it to me right. What is it? Krowicki. Krowicki, all right. Anna Krowicki, Patton Lawson, Lauren Locklear, Caroline Locklear, Laura Lucas, Gracie Major, Alexis McDaniel, Ashley Mira, Olivia Mira, Reese Odom, Addie Powell, Quincy Ray, Amber Russell, Ashlyn Seville, Tara Sciortino, Ruby Sharp, and Reagan Wilkinson, and is led by head coach Lee Watson and assistant coach Murray Cromer. And whereas the mayor and council, as well as the citizens of the town of Lexington, are always proud of the academic and the athletic achievements of their local students. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed by the mayor and the council of the town of Lexington that the Lexington High School competitive cheer team is hereby recognized and commenced for its accomplishments in winning the 2022 South Carolina State 5A Competitive Cheerleading Championship, dated this 5th day of December, 2022, signed Steve McDougal, Mayor.
Get up high.
Guys,
There's a short one that I can't see.
You would think, snap a finger, everybody pops into some formation.
Somebody coach up Lyle. He needs to
Throwing people.
Todd, you gotta
Can't
get
see
down on
this
one
one.
knee.
She's made a place for you.
Can you get back up?
All right, here we go, ladies.
All right. 1, 2. All right, perfect. Thank you.
Ready? Okay. All right,
Just kinda waiting.
somebody get to the microphone. We want to hear about your championship.
I guess I've been nominated.
Very good.
A little taller,
Yeah, that's good.
So we've been working very hard since really last December. I think we started our practices. So like 10 months, I think we've put into this. And we came in a really determined team. A lot of these girls are new, and a lot of us have been together for a really long time. This is my 5th year, and I have to say this is one of the sweetest teams that I've ever been on and most hardworking and dedicated. So this state championship really means a lot to us. Coming in from last year, we had kind of an upset. So we really came in and worked hard and knew what we wanted. And it's an honor to be here with you guys today, and thank you for recognizing us.
You're welcome. Congratulations.
So who did y'all beat? Who was in second? Who's?
Oh, well, we didn't have to talk about that.
Wow.
Congratulations, y'all. So now we will get into the heart of the meeting. If you're not interested in that, you don't have to stay. Thank y'all all for being with us tonight. Congratulations. You're welcome. Yes, ma'am.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Cute.
I hadn't seen her since she was.
See what Mayor used to look forward to.
Yeah, like 1 or 2 maybe.
Oh. Glad your girl's an athlete. Glad your girl's an athlete.
I think Miss Kim's tighter than he is.
Huh?
I think Miss Kim's a little quicker than you are.
Oh,
Who's that?
she might be.
Danny's brother.
If it never gets to you.
There might be some truth to that.
With the blonde. I hadn't seen her since she was like 1.
Very good. there was a reoccurring theme there. I don't know if y'all noticed it or not, but that was an awful lot of women that got recognized tonight here in the town of Lexington, which is
Good.
a man with 3 daughters. I'm very proud of that.
Yeah,
So
girl power tonight.
that's wonderful.
Now the men are coming in.
Gentlemen, thank y'all very much for waiting outside and giving up your seats for that crowd. We appreciate that. At this time, I will have a vision plan update for December 2022. Construction work continues on the expansion and renovation of Virginia Hilton Park. Some of the new features of the park will be an all-new welcome center, a performance amphitheater, new swings, and picnic tables. The park remains closed while crews continue their work. This is just an example of our vision plan and what we are doing in the town of Lexington. For more, you are welcome to take a look on our town's webpage at lexsc.com. This time I'll have a traffic update from Mayor Pro Tem.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. We anticipate traffic volumes will increase around the town during the holiday season, so please utilize extra caution, slow down, be patient. In the next few days, there will be intermittent nighttime lane closures along the 400 block of Columbia Avenue as the construction of the new Sonic driveways are completed. The next Traffic Committee meeting is scheduled for February the 15th, 2023 at 8 a.m. And please call 803-358-7273 to report any traffic signal issue, unsafe roadway condition, or any potholes that you see that need to be filled.
Very good. Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. This time we'll move right into public hearings. Speakers are limited to 5 minutes. Our first item on public hearings is final reading of an ordinance rezoning Lexington County Tax Map number 5596-01-015 located on Carlin Avenue from general commercial and high-density residential to general commercial and protected residential 2. Is there anyone here wish to speak to that? Yes, sir. Please come forward. State your name and address for the record.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Kevin Steelman, 522 Lady Street. I'm the applicant and just here to just thank y'all for all your consideration and just available to answer any questions you may have about our request.
Very good. Thank you, Kevin. Item number 2, this is final reading of an ordinance amending the land development ordinance corner lot setbacks. Anyone here wish to speak to that? Hearing none. Item number 3, final reading of an ordinance amending the zoning ordinance chart of height, setback, buffer, and parking requirements for each activity. Anyone here wish to speak to that? Hearing none. Item number 4, final reading of an ordinance annexing Lexington County Tax Map number 005-300-02-014 located at 1059 Bonham Richard Road. Anyone here wish to speak to that? Hearing none. Item number 5, final reading of an ordinance annexing Lexington County Tax Map number 004498-01-048 and 050 located at 5158 Augusta Road. Anyone here wish to speak to that? Very good. That concludes our public hearings for this evening. We'll move right into old business. Our first item of old business is from Councilmember Kathy Maness. This is final reading of an ordinance rezoning Lexington County Tax Map 5596-01-015 located on Carlin Avenue from general commercial and high-density residential to general commercial and protected residential 2. Councilmember Maness.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor and Council. Land Tech Holdings LLC has requested to rezone 25.3 acres on Carlin Avenue from general commercial and high-density residential to general commercial and protected residential 2. The purpose of the request is to support the development of a residential project being planned on the property. Properties adjacent to this property are zoned industrial, general commercial, and high-density residential. The Planning Commission reviewed this request during their February meeting and recommended approving the rezoning. I make a motion for final reading approval to rezone the property.
Ms. Manus makes a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Councilmember Carnes seconds that motion. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please raise your right hand. That is unanimous. Our next item of old business is from Councilmember Todd Carnes. This is final reading of an ordinance amending the land development ordinance corner setbacks. Councilmember Carnes.
Yes, sir, Mr. Mayor, the town's land development ordinance currently allows the side yard setbacks on corner lots to be half the distance of the front yard setback. This allows the setback to be as little as 7.5 feet in certain circumstances. During their October meeting, the Planning Commission recommended amending this ordinance to require these setbacks to be a minimum of 15 feet. Mr. Mayor, I make a motion for final reading of an amendment to the land development ordinance corner lot setbacks.
Councilmember Carnes makes a motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Councilmember Williams seconds the motion. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please raise your right hand. That is unanimous. Our next item of old business is from Councilmember Ron Williams. This is final reading of an ordinance amending the zoning ordinance, chart of height, setback, buffer, and parking requirements for each activity. Councilmember Williams.
The zoning ordinance previously included a section that allowed the approving authority discretion to approve a variety of commercial activities on properties with industrial zoning. This section was omitted from the recent rezoning rewrite. The Planning Commission recommended amending the zoning ordinance to reinstate this section. Make a motion for final reading approval to reinstate the section.
Councilmember Williams makes a motion. Is there a second?
I second it.
Ms. Manus seconds that motion. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please raise your right hand. That is unanimous. Our next item of old business is from Councilmember Steve Baker. This is final reading of an ordinance annexing Lexington County Tax Map number 005300-02-014, located at 1059 Bonham Richard Road. Councilmember Baker.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor and Council. Capital Concrete Company owns approximately 12.4 acres on 3 parcels located at 1059 Bonham Richard Road and has petitioned to annex the property. A concrete plant is located on the site. Properties in town near this one are zoned Protected Residential 2, and Bonham Richard Road is classified as a collector road. The Planning Commission reviewed this annexation during their November meeting and recommended industrial zoning for the parcel and collector road classification for Bonham Richard Road. I make a motion for final reading approval of an ordinance annexing Lexington County Tax Map 5300-02-014 located at 1059 Bonham Richard Road.
Mr. Baker makes a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Councilmember Carnes seconds that motion. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please raise your right hand. That is unanimous. Our next item of old business is from Councilmember Todd Lyle. This is final reading of an ordinance annexing Lexington County Tax Map 004498-01-048 and 050, located at 5158 Augusta Road. Councilmember Lyle.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Berry Hill Road LLC owns approximately 2.8 acres on 2 parcels located at 5158 Augusta Road and has petitioned to annex the property. An old house and several outbuildings are currently on the site. The property owner is renovating the existing house to use as an office. No plans have been presented for the remainder of the property at this time. Properties in town near this one are zoned general, commercial, and protected residential. Augusta Road is classified as an arterial road. The Planning Commission reviewed this annexation during their September meeting, and they recommended general commercial zoning for parcel 048 and office commercial zoning for parcel 050. The Commission also recommended arterial road classification for Augusta Road. Mr. Mayor, I would make a motion for final reading approval to annex these properties as described above.
Councilmember Lyle makes a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Councilmember Baker seconds that motion. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please raise your right hand. That is unanimous. At this time, we will move into new business. Our first item of new business is from Councilmember Kathy Manis. This is the new signal mast arms at US 1 and I-20. Councilmember Manis.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor and Council. The SCDOT is well under construction on the new US 1 over I-20 interchange improvement project. This project relocates or modifies all 3 existing signalized intersections. The town has had a long-term plan to accept these intersections as part of our signal maintenance program. The cost to upgrade the planned signal system with black powder-coated mask arms is $654,677. I make a motion for council approval.
Councilmember Manis makes a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Councilmember Baker seconds that motion. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please raise your right hand. That is unanimous. Our next item of new business is from Councilmember Todd Carnes. This is first reading of an ordinance rezoning Lexington County Tax Map 5418-04-007 located behind 130 Christie Street and protected residential to limited commercial. Councilmember Carnes.
Yes, sir, Mr. Mayor. Carolina Can Coolers has submitted a request to rezone a parcel located behind 217 Backman Street and 130 Christie Street. The request is to rezone the property from protected residential to limited commercial. The applicant is requesting to rezone the property to allow it to be used as part of the printing business located at 130 Christie Street. Properties adjacent to this one are zoned protected residential and limited commercial. The Planning Commission reviewed this request during their November meeting and recommended against rezoning the property. Mr. Mayor, I make a motion for first reading approval of an ordinance rezoning Lexington County Tax Map 5418-04-007 located behind 130 Christie Street from protected residential to limited commercial.
Councilmember Carnes makes a motion. Is there a second? Hearing no second, that motion fails. At this time, we will move into announcements. Announcements will be read by Mayor Pro Tem Hazel Livingston.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. It's a boy. Our economic developer, Jack Stewart, and his wife, Allison, welcomed a baby boy on Friday. He weighed 5 pounds, 8 ounces, and his name is Banks Phillip Stewart. Congratulations to them. And congratulations to our chief on being appointed to the Board of the Commission on Accreditation for Law Enforcement Agencies. I understand this is a very prestigious appointment and very well deserved, and I would agree with him. Congratulations to you. And to, I think, the baby on council, happy birthday tomorrow to our fellow council member Steve Baker, who will be celebrating the big 4-0.
Thank you.
We hope everyone enjoyed the town snowball festival this weekend. This event was first planned during one of our vision plan meetings, and it has surpassed all of our expectations. Thank you again this year to our downtown venue promoter, Walker Brewer, and all the staff members that participate in this, including the police department, the parks, and whoever else. I don't want to miss anybody, Lauren and her group. But with all those lights and everything, there was a lot to do, so thank y'all staff. This Wednesday morning is the 6th annual Mayor's Prayer Breakfast at the Lexington Baseball Stadium. Mayor McDougal and the Lexington County Blowfish Organization host this event each year, and the proceeds go to local organizations. Tickets are $15, and if you can, please make an effort to attend. We have another tree lighting this week at the town's Willie B. Character Park on Hendrick Street. With the help from Miss Constance Fleming and many great neighbors, this has become a wonderful tradition to light the Christmas tree at Character Park. Everyone will receive a holiday bag and enjoy some beautiful music. Come out this Thursday, December the 8th, from 6 to 8 to enjoy this event. Another event this Thursday is the tree planting and observation of Arbor Day. Come out to Gibson Pond Park at 2:30 to watch this annual celebration. And don't forget, the police department will continue to take donations through the end of the week for Pack the Pontoon for the Marine Toys for Tots. You can take your donations to the lobby of the police department. Town Hall will be closed on December the 23rd and 26th in observance of the Christmas holiday, and again on Monday, January the 2nd, in observance of the New Year holiday. Town Council will meet again on Tuesday, January the 3rd at 6:30 for the regular council meeting. On behalf of the mayor and my fellow council members, we would like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Very good. Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. Anyone else have anything they'd like to add or share? Very good. I'd just like to say thank you, Mr. Berry, to you and your committee for the hard work on that issue tonight. Mr. Steelman, thank you. To grow a town responsibly, sometimes it takes a little time to do it the right way, and we appreciate your efforts in order to do that. Very good. Any questions from the news media? Do you have anything? Very good. We appreciate you being with us tonight. Any public comments regarding tonight's agenda? Anyone have anything they'd like to add? Very good. That concludes our business for this evening. Thank you for watching the town council meeting for the town of Lexington. This meeting was held at Town Hall on Monday evening, December 5th, 2022. A recording of this meeting will be available for viewing on the town's cable information channel 1301 and on the town's YouTube channel. Without objection, we are adjourned.